good, everybody? Greetings, collective. It's your boy, Mr. METAPHYSICS, and we're about to do Leo cosmic result for January. Welcome to the 30th day of the month, and for you Leos, we got Cosmic Oracle here. All right, and we're going to see what the universe has to say about each one of you Leos' personal positions. We're doing all Leo placements here, from Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Risings, Leo Mercury, Venus, Leo Mars, Leo Jupiter, and then the Saturn position. Well, really the Jupiter position for Leo is cosmic blessing. So that'll pertain to all Leo placements, all right? The Jupiter and Saturn cards that I pull, all right? Which will be a cosmic blessing, and then the Saturn is the cosmic lesson, all right? Then we're gonna pull 2 cards from our career and money moves deck for you Leos before we part ways. All right, so let's see what the universe has here for a cosmic result. And we got the sun position already popped out of here, and it was the last quarter card. All right, and it's in the release. It's the release card in the resistance position. So for you Leo suns, right now it may be something that you may be struggling to let go. All right, or it may be something that's struggling to let you go. All right, this could be a person, this could be a job. You know, some of y'all may be, trying to leave jobs because they may not be paying you enough and things of that nature, and then you go to try to leave, and then they may try to make a counter offer, some of you all. So that's what this could pertain to for some of you all. For others, it could be for health, all right? You may be struggling to let something go, and it could be affecting you, all right? So either it may be about listening to your body at this time, all right, or it may be about going to the doctor possibly, all right, Leo suns. Now, let's see what we got for the Leo moon, all right? Pulling the card for the Leo moon in the moon position. Let's see what we got. And we got the intention card, new moon card in the reverse, all right? So what this could mean for you Leo moons is that with this intention card in reverse, either you may be overlooking something at this time, all right, or you possibly could be dealing with someone that may have ulterior motives, all right? So this could be a person, like I stated, this could be a job, this could be a place, this could be a relationship, all right? But if you're somebody that's questioning somebody's intentions at this time, I wouldn't trip out. I think you are pretty much justified in doing that at this time, Leo moon, all right? It's indicating that maybe you shouldn't trust what you see on the surface level, you know. And with Leo moon, it could pertain to friends, all right? It could pertain to a lover maybe. Some of y'all may be in a new relationship, and you may be, kind of wanting to let the guard down a little bit, or maybe letting the guard down a little bit, but the universe is saying don't let your guard down too quick. Like, don't become suspicious. But at the same time, maybe look for a little bit more transparency as you look to become transparent here, all right? But for others, this could be a business deal that you may have to look into a little bit more. For some of y'all, it could be a contract that you may be getting in, all right? Let's see what we got here. So for you Leo moons, it may be about looking at things with a little bit of microscope here, all right? Now, Leo risings, we got the Uranus card, all right? And it's in a resistance position as well, all right? And it's the rebellion card. So here, what this could mean is that you may be under some type of protocol, you may be up under some type of regulatory process at this time that you can't really break. Uranus card loves breaking things. It loves, swerve, that sort of thing. But no, right now, Leo moon, you may have to kind of sit still right now. Or what this is saying is that, for some of y'all, you may want to end something right now, or you may want to break away from something right now. It's the saying it may not be favorable right now. If you sit still for a minute, you may see something that you may want to see, all right, for you Leo risings. And now you Leo Mercuries, all right, we got the Earth card in resistance, all right? And what this can mean for you Leo Mercuries is that you guys, it may be time to fortify your craft, all right? You guys are very creative, Leo Mercuries. You're some of the most creative people in all of astrology. When you got the planet Mercury, which represents thinking, cognitive endeavors, mental abilities and whatnot, and it comes into the sign of Leo, representing creativity and dynamic talent and demonstration. Oh man. So you guys, it could be web design. Some of you guys may know how to design websites, but you may not have a website that can design websites. So it may just be, it may be something of that nature. All right, especially with Pluto looking at your Mercury right now in the sign of Aquarius. Yeah, this may be about, you know, original invention at this time for some of you all. So with the Earth sign in resistance, this can indicate that, you know, you may have to start something from scratch here. All right, you may not have nothing to go off of. You may not have like no startup costs or nobody like sponsoring you or anything like that. All right, it can indicate you may not have anything to go off of, and it's up to you. All right, to bring that that thought, that invention, that skill, that talent to fruition and to visibility, because Leo represents visibility and attention. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this is about here with this Earth card. All right, not being a hermit. All right, coming out of your shell, coming out of the shyness, and bringing that talent out here. All right, Pluto's not going anywhere. And Pluto's, those of y'all that were born with Mercury and Leo, Pluto's going to be looking at this Mercury for the next 20 years. All right, so you may want to just go ahead and start working on that now. All right, it may be a tough fight for you to hide for 20 years. All right, now let's talk about our Venus and Leo people, which is planetary joy. Venus is the happiest in the sign of Leo. All right, so let's see what we got here for our Venus Leos, and we got Karma card, South Node. All right, so maybe you guys have been dealing with a karmic cycle at this time, and it's up under the new moon card, which is the Leo moon. So maybe you guys been dealing with a karmic cycle, dealing with domestication. Some of y'all's family, some of y'all's mothers. You see what I'm saying? And Venus represents family, by the way. And when it goes to the sign of Leo, a lot of you ladies with Venus and Leo, you could have been born into dominant families with dominant mothers. All right. And so at this time, you know, with some of you all in your, you know, upper adult years, you know, 30s, late 20s or whatnot, there could be some battles at this time. All right. And what this could say is that some of you all may be headed for that same battle with some of you all's child. Some of you all's child may have been starting to smell themselves a little bit, and you're kind of noticing that you may be on the brink of dealing with something similar that you may have dealt with your mother. But at the same time, you learning these karmic lessons, all right? It can say here that the intentions, all right, as they are in a resistance position, which indicates that you may be dealing with karma with outside forces of resistance. And with it in a Venus position, this could indicate family. For some of y'all, it could be a child. For some of y'all, it could be a mother. For some of y'all, it could be a husband. For some of y'all, it could be a partner. But nevertheless, this karmic cycle that you're dealing with, or maybe getting ready to deal with, because you got Jupiter coming into your sign as well, means that, you know, a lot of the stuff that you dealt out as a young person, you know what I'm saying, you have a better understanding of it now. So maybe you would be able to respond a little bit better than the people responded to you. All right, it's not about, you know, oh my God, I'm going to get back what I get back. No, it's about you recognizing that, hey, you know, things could have went a little bit differently, and maybe I wasn't in a position to maybe, you know, change that as a child or teen, but you're definitely in a position to change that now as an adult. All right, so, you know, this could be anything from looking up things on emotional intelligence and sitting down with your child and teaching them emotional intelligence, all right, because otherwise they're just going to revert to anger. They're just going to revert to, you know, what instinct, all right, which is anger, discontentment. You see what I'm saying? And rebellion. All right, so some of y'all could be dealing with this karmic cycle right now, and it may be best to like sit down and look up metaphysics and emotional intelligence with a child or a family member at this time. And yeah, you will be met with some resistance, but it'll be about being persistent, all right, and not letting them bully you, is what this can say for some of you all right? And for others, with Venus and Leo, you may be dealing with a karmic cycle right now. You know, you may have been somebody that's kind of been having your way a little bit, all right? And with Jupiter coming to your sign, Jupiter is the planet of morality. You see what I'm saying? And so Jupiter may look to give you the same moral value that you may have been giving others. And if you've been giving others, low moral value, basically, with dishonesty, cheating, you see what I'm saying? Power plays, manipulation, emotional manipulation, then you're gonna get that karma back. Is what this is saying. For some of y'all, if you're dealing with somebody that's been like that, and you cut them loose, all right, then yeah, they may have a tough road ahead of them. Is what this could be saying here, all right? They may have a tough road of lessons dealing with emotional maturity and emotional intelligence, all right? With Venus and Leo, it is known to be a bit of a playful sign. It's not definitely known to come in with emotional intelligence, all right? It could come off sometimes a little bit entitled, even in some cases, all right? And discontent when it doesn't get desires met, because Venus represents desires. So what this could mean is that some of y'all may have learned how to master your desires, and now that you may have started saying no to people, people may have started kind of changing up on you, all right? So that's what this karma may be about. You may be giving people their karma, all right? As they're giving you shorty end of the stick or whatever, and now people calling your phone, asking you for stuff, you ain't got it. People want to come see you, but when you wanted them to come see you, they messed around, fumbled around. So it may be about now. You know what I'm saying? Now we got the Venus Jupiter position, and this is the cosmic blessing card. This was for all Leo placements, all right? And look what it is. It's the Aquarius card, all right? So for you Leos, this is your sister sign, all right? And what this could mean for you Leos is that some of you all sister at this time could possibly be a factor to you guys' life right now, all right? Or you may run into somebody that's like a sister right now. It may be a connection, all right? Because Aquarius represents networks, and it's the 11th house zodiac of friend circles, networks. You see what I'm saying? So some of you all, cosmic blessing may be a friend right now. It may be an existing friend. It may help you with an idea or a dilemma, all right? It may very well be a sibling at this time, all right? It could be an older sibling as well, all right, for some of you all with the Aquarius card, and it's in the Jupiter position. It more than likely hints around an older sibling or a male sibling. Or like I said, it could be a friend, an older friend or a male friend, all right, nevertheless. For some of you all, this could be a cosmic blessing because they may be able to help you with your individuality, all right? If you share some ideas with them, original ideas, quirky ideas with them, all right, don't be afraid to share your ideas with your friends at this time, because they could possibly bring out something that you wasn't thinking about at first. You see what I'm saying? For some of you all, it could even be relationship advice that you may end up sharing with somebody, and you may be a cosmic blessing to somebody because it's the individuality card, all right, which can indicate some of you all may individually be a blessing to someone here, all right? Now, and it has the number 11 on it, so this could be a creation, as 11 is a master number, all right? It's a very creative number, and so what this could be, some of y'all cosmic blessing could be you all creating something, a website, creating a course, creating a fitness plan, creating a network circle or organization. Some of you all, you know what I mean? It could be anything here with Jupiter in the Aquarius, with the Jupiter card pulling the Aquarius. And Jupiter has joy in Aquarius, so this could be like good news as well, all right? That could come to you through a friend, through an acquaintance or an associate as well. So keep your phone on, keep your eyes peeled for you Jupiter Leo people, all right? There may be some good fortune coming your way for Jupiter Leo. And not even trying to be funny, but Jupiter is coming to the sign of Leo around July 2026. All right, so what this can indicate is that your talents may come to fruition at this time. You may have an individual goal that could be met through assistance of a friend or somebody else seeing it. All right, so just try to be optimistic, try to be open-minded, and try to be polite and friendly for the next few months. All right, now we got the Saturn position. All right, and this is the this is the Saturn and Leo position, cosmic lesson card. All right, and it goes for all Leo placements here. All right, so it's the water card. All right, for Saturn Leo. All right, and for Saturn Leo, this could represent cosmic lessons around emotional stability. All right, some of you all, it's not a good year to let people get you off your rocker. It's not a good year to tell it like it is and let people know how, it's a universal 1 year, so it could just really be too much ego going into that, where that ego could be going into creation, it could be going into creativity, it could be going into, family and things of that nature. So this may be about picking your arguments here as well, because it has the word feel on it, all right? And so when you talk about feelings, Leos, all right, not trying to be funny, but some of y'all can be the most hurt when it comes to your feelings being touched or being hurt or things of that nature. You guys can be known to carry hurt feelings and really be hurt, all right? So this may be about emotional resiliency, or this may be about emotional awareness, how you are projecting yourself off on other people, because the shadow nature and lower nature of Leo is fear. All right, they can operate out of fear. The lower nature of Leo could be fear projecting fear and insecurity off on their loved ones. All right, so now they come off traumatizing. They come off what do you call that? Fearsome. Make you be like, whoa, I'm not dealing with them. But on a higher nature, Leo is somebody that doesn't operate out of fear, and they're not operating out of insecurity, operating out of jealousy and competition. All right, and so what this is about, and they're not operating out of fragile ego and narcissism or any of that. All right, they're operating out of warm-heartedness. They're operating out of emotional awareness. All right, they're operating out of compassion. All right, so what this is about, Leo, is that the best way for you to capitalize on this universal 1 year, because you guys are the featured zodiac, is to basically, be in touch with your feelings, but don't let them lead you. All right, because feelings can change. All right, and so you'll find yourself going in this direction, and then going in this direction, and then going in that direction, and then going in that direction, and you just feel like you really haven't gotten anywhere before, by the time June comes around, July come around, you see. So to basically avoid an emotional setback, it'll be about, basically girding your emotions this year. All right, learning not to be so offended, even if somebody is taking a shot at you. Show resiliency. You don't have to show, teeth, or you don't have to show a bite, or you don't even have to do anything in some cases. All right, and for others here, this may be about you speaking up. Some of y'all may avoid confrontation. All right, and it may be about ending that at this time. It may be about speaking up and learning how to speak up, but not, holler or, roar or any of that, but about speaking up and just really standing your ground. Because what is Leo? Leo is a lion. What is a lion? A lion is a territorial animal. You see what I'm saying? They have to stand their ground to literally survive. All right, so if there's somebody that doesn't stand their ground, they don't survive. All right, so that's what this could be hinting around here for some of you all. All right, Leo, let's see what we got here, as that was our cosmic oracle, as we're thankful for that. All right, and now let's see what we got for our career and money moves card, as we're going to pull a couple of cards out of here. All right, and yeah, Leo, you have Jupiter coming to your sign July 2026. So definitely making sure that you are morally sound and clean, your hands clean and whatnot, when Jupiter comes to your sign. All right. Now let's see what we got. We got the frame card. All right. We got the frame card for all Leo placements, and what this could mean is steady income may be coming, or a form of organization or organizing of income. All right. A lot of people getting, it's tax time, 2026 tax season. So accomplishments, organization, all right, steadiness and income and housing, that can come about now. In the career, It could pertain to art and design. Now, we talked about websites for some of you Leo placements, all right? Art and design, home-oriented endeavors in the career, or self-employed endeavors in the career at this time. So, yeah, some of y'all, it may be time, all right? You web designers, that's Leos that's watching this. I know some of you all are watching it because that's a very creative position, all right? You web designers, it may be time to get out here. A lot of people looking for websites, looking to make websites in 2026, all right? But that's just one thing, all right? There may be something else that you do. You may make something, all right? Making clothes, you making furniture. Some people making furniture. They making tables. You see what I'm saying? They making trays. You know what I'm saying? Weed trays and stuff like that. So yeah, Leos, it's room out here to find your lane. All right. Now let's see what else we got for the Leos. And last but not least, we got the Nugget card. All right, and it can represent small increases. All right, some of y'all may need to just get started with that second stream of income and not worry about like, you needing it to start and just be right away. All right, it's going to take work and consistency. And you know, with Leo placement, Saturn is debilitated in your sign, so it may be about having a little bit more patience with yourself at this time. Small nuggets, small increase, valuable info may be coming your way, and then it represents an honest assessment. So what this can mean, some of y'all may have to like go to a notary, get a lawyer to look at something, you know, things of that nature. And then in the career, it hints around a fresh start coming for some of you all. All right, a fresh start coming for some of you all. Steady work or building in the career for some of you all. That could be building a website. That could be building your career through courses, education, or training or certification. All right. All right, and then last but not least, I got the Buddha card and the pendulum card looking right at me. So I just have to say something here. And the Buddha. All right, we got the Buddha for you, Leos. All right, and the Buddha represents life purpose. Some of y'all, with Jupiter coming to your sign, some of y'all will be running into your guru. All right, and don't get caught up in, you know, the look of a guru. All right, a guru is not going to be somebody that's always walking around, you know, with their head covered and in a meditative state when you see them, or it's not going to always be somebody who is just on this strict diet and things of that nature. A guru is somebody that's karmically tied to you to change your fate and your karma, all right? And it could change it to different directions of fate, all right? You know, when you think of a guru, they a lot of people in our community get an example of a guru being somebody that could catch an apple before it falls. A guru is somebody that can, you know, it's sort of like changing the course of nature, basically, all right? And so with this Buddha card, some of you all are getting ready to come into your life purpose. At this time, you've been kind of stumbling around with it in this career, in that career, but it hasn't been life fulfilling, all right? And so you're about to find something more life fulfilling, and that's going to lead to spiritual wealth. And what that can actually be money and spirituality for some of you all right? And in the career, it represents a counselor, all right? And like I said, a guru, all right? Being guided, all right? Divine path. Some of you all, you're getting ready to meet a divine masculine, all right? As Jupiter coming into your sign, Jupiter represents the divine masculine. It may very well be a male, all right, that is spiritually tied to you, all right, and that you just can't help but be, you know, whether inspired from or get something from or things of that nature. It's just gonna be shown to you, all right? There's no book way to find a guru or how to find it. You're just gonna know, all right? And then for others, it could be a woman, all right? It could be a woman that may be operating on, you know, a dominant level, like a CEO of our own practice or a business owner, all right? Life coach. For some of you all, especially you ladies, all right, this could be a guru as well, all right? But nevertheless, some of you all be open to finding a divine masculine this year, because Buddha himself was a male, all right? Nevertheless, and he was in tune with his feminine energy. So this could be a male that's in tune with his feminine energy, in tune with his intuitive energy, all right? When we hear feminine, let's not, you know, you don't just want to think about, you know, body parts and things of that nature, because that's surface level, that's skin, all right? When we talk about feminine, we're talking about the principles of that energy, which is intuitive, all right, which is observative. So this could be a male that could spot talent in you, all right, like a coach or a counselor, all right, somebody that could possibly be a little strict with you, all right? And you may not even like them at first, all right? It may be a thing where you may not like them at first. A lot of people think they just walk up liking their guru, shaking their hand like, oh yeah, hey. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You may actually be like, oh my God. Oh my God, why is this person videos always popping up? Oh my God. Oh my God. It could be, and that might be your that might be your guru though, all right? Because you end up watching it or you end up getting something out of it, and universe ain't just letting you keep getting stuff out of it for nothing. It's nuggets. All right, so that's what this could hint around for you, Leos, maybe being a little bit more spiritually observant at this time and not just looking at people and how they look. All right, now we got the pendulum card here. All right, and the pendulum represents shifts of power or fluctuations, as it says here. And this could be fluctuating income. And for some of you, it may be about putting up some of that tax refund and not just blowing it all on bills and then a little bit of wants and desires. No, it may be about putting some of that up. So it may, for some of y'all, it may even be about putting some desires away. All right, until, you know, maybe the summer and whatnot, because summer looks promising for you all, but there could be a little gap where you guys could possibly even bobble or stumble a little bit, especially if you go through that tax money a little fast. All right, new strategy, it says. Yeah, it may be about coming up with a new strategy before you go, you know, with your tax money. For some of y'all, it may be about coming up with a new strategy. Seasonal work for some of y'all. That means for some of y'all, you're about to get let go. All right, seasonal work is about to come to an end, and for some people it has already before the month of February. All right, but it's for sure about to come to an end after Valentine's Day. So some of y'all may very well be at your last 30 days of work, and that's what this could be hinting around with this pendulum. Like, you work good and steady in work, but now it's about to be some sugar honey iced tea. All right, so it may be about making job changes and choices here with the pendulum card. It may be about going back into the job pool here. All right, even though there's nothing in sight or nothing in threat about you losing a job, but if you know you're doing seasonal work and you know you've only been at your job 60 days, you see what I'm saying? Yes, look for another job. All right. All right. And that is it for Leo Cosmic Result for January. All right, appreciate you guys. And Virgo, you guys will be on deck next. And stay tuned. Stay tuned, and thank you for the support selection with P.A.T Metaphysics. Practical, powerful, tangible. Namaste.